Hey everyone! Version 6.2 is coming, and it might be one of the craziest updates this year. No, seriously, we're getting a brand new Pyro support that could become meta, 3 top-tier character reruns, and Mondstadt finally coming back from being forgotten after literally years. If you think you already know where to spend your Primogems, wait until you hear what leaked. Save up to 25% on Genesis crystals at lootbar.gg. To celebrate Genshin's anniversary, you can grab the all-in-one pack and the 6,480 Genesis crystals pack, normally $100 in-game, for just $72 on Loot Bar. That's 81 pulls, almost guaranteeing you a 5-star for your account while saving you $28. The process is super simple. Just enter your UID, select your server, and receive your crystals in under a minute. No password needed. Loot Bar uses official recharge channels, has hundreds of 5-star reviews, and partnerships with several big content creators that you probably know, so everything is completely safe. Loot Bar supports PlayStation 5 and Xbox top-ups. Also, don't forget that the double bonus for your first purchase on each pack has been reset. Click the link in the description to claim your extra discount. New users get an extra 10% discount, while returning users get 5%. So, banners. Durin is the new 5-star, and he's not coming alone. Varesa, Xilonen, and Venti are also confirmed to return. Now, nobody has confirmed the order yet, but let's play the guessing game based on how Hoyo always works. New characters always open Phase 1, so Durin is basically guaranteed right away. Phase 2 is where things get juicy. Venti is getting the spotlight, because there's this whole Hexenzirkel story involving classic Mondstadt characters. It makes total sense for him to lead the second half. Or plot twist, Hoyo puts both Natlan characters in Phase 2 together, Varesa and Xilonen side by side, while Venti and Durin are in the first phase. And look, if we get a Mondstadt Chronicled Wish, you can bet it'll be paired with Venti's banner. It would be perfect marketing, especially with all this buff hype. Now, speaking of Durin, let's talk about him because his kit is really interesting, especially if you like playing with elemental reactions. He's Pyro, uses a sword, and can do 3 things at once. Deal damage, keep Pyro on the field, and buff the whole team. The mechanic works like this. You press the skill to enter a transformation state, then you choose your path. Press the skill again to activate one state, or start hitting with normal attacks to activate another state. Each choice completely changes your burst and changes how you play. One burst fires 3 quick hits and a white flame dragon that sticks to your active character, sending Pyro in an area. The other burst also releases 3 hits, but summons a dark dragon that focuses heavily on single target with constant Pyro. Think of it this way. One serves to clear groups of enemies and provide constant Pyro application for your DPS, and the other to melt bosses with Durin making his own reactions. Both maintain high Pyro application all the time, so it's like taking Bennett's buff and Xiangling's off-field application and putting them in one character. Crazy flexibility. Now get ready because Mondstadt is coming back strong. Version 6.2 brings the first real buffs to old characters through the Hexenzirkel system. And it's not just numbers on passives, it's changes to the whole kit, passives, skills, constellations. It will really change how characters play. Albedo, Mona, Venti, Klee, Sucrose, Razor, and Fischl are on the list. The thing is, when you put 2 Hexenzirkel members on the same team, the extra effects activate, plus the direct improvements to their kits. The characters with the biggest changes are Venti and Klee. Venti gains a buff where after his burst, his normal attacks become piercing arrows infused with Anemo. In other words, real damage. Not just crowd control, Venti genuinely becomes a main DPS with these buffs. And Klee? Every 3rd normal attack automatically becomes a charged attack. No more stamina problems and that clunky gameplay of hers. They're not total reworks, but they're the first changes that literally change the way you play. This is huge, and that's why everyone is talking about a Mondstadt Chronicled Wish for 6.2. Think about it. When an Archon returns, Hoyo loves to do regional focus. Venti returning with a banner pool full of characters getting buffs. After all this Hexenzirkel buzz? It would be genius. Veteran players grab favorites they initially skipped, and new players fill roster gaps without waiting forever for reruns. Look, it's not officially confirmed, but it makes way too much sense considering the timing. While we're on the subject of familiar faces, here's a bomb. Columbina will be playable in the Archon Quest, just like Mavuika was before her banner. If confirmed, you'll be able to test her in real combat as a preview before she officially releases in 6.3. We won't have her full gameplay. It'll just be a preview of what she'll actually do. The initial leak is that she'll only have one skill that shoots moon-shaped rings that apply hydro and deal good damage. When this quest hits the official server, we'll probably already have Columbina gameplay videos, so we won't have to wait long. Now, let's talk about something everyone loves. Events, because they also deserve attention. Version 6.2 comes with a big event that gives a free 4-star weapon and 780 primogems if you complete everything in the event. Free weapons are always worth it, especially if you're building secondary teams and don't want to spend resources crafting or pulling for signature weapons. And these weapons usually work for characters that will be highlighted in the version. We'll also have 2 other smaller events during the version, which should give around 420 primogems each. As always, if it's not on the official channel, it can change. Banner order is the biggest mystery. My safest guess? Durin and Venti in Phase 1 with a possible Mondstadt Chronicled Wish banner, and Varesa plus Xilonen together in the second phase. But everything can change, so we'll only have confirmation in the version 6.2 livestream, which will happen in a few weeks. So summing up, Durin arriving to be one of the best Pyro supports. 2 powerful Nutlan reruns, Venti and several other Mondstadt characters returning to meta with real buffs, and an event with a free bow to complete it. Tell me in the comments, who are you pulling for? Which team do you want to build first with these Hexenzirkel buffs? Anyway, that's it for today's video. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next videos.